Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I wanted to sit down and share some products that I have been using that I'm absolutely loving, and I wanted to share these with you guys. So two products in particular that I am just obsessed with, and they're almost gone, so I am going to repurchase these items. I love them that much. And the items are made by the company Number 7. I had heard about this company on a few different programs that I'd watched, and I decided I was going to try this one first. This one is the Revitalizing Daily Face Polish, and so I use this twice a day, morning and evening. And then this one I purchased. This is the Lift and Luminate Triple Action Serum, and I got this one as well. So I use both of these morning and night, but let me show you what I do as far as cleansing my skin and things like that before I use these. I have been using Olay products for quite a few years, and because my skin is older, I am a middle-aged woman, as much as I hate to admit it, you know, it is what it is. So I am trying to take better care of my skin. I was a sun worshiper, you know, back in the day, and I laid out with baby oil and all that stuff. I did all the horrible things that, you know, that now we know we're not supposed to do. So I do stay out of the sun, you know, a lot more than what I used to. So I started trying to buy products that were, you know, better for my skin. I really am focusing on taking much better care of my skin. So I've been using Olay products for years. And what I love are these daily facial cleansing cloths, and this is what they look like. I use these to remove all of my makeup, and then once I remove all of my makeup, and then I go in with the face polish, and I'll leave this on my face for just a couple of minutes. I don't you know, slather it on my face and then immediately rinse it off. I will, you know, sort of massage my skin, and then I'll leave it on for a couple of minutes. I might walk to the kitchen or walk to the living room, and I'll leave it on for just a couple minutes, and then I'll rinse it off with warm water. So I love how this makes my skin feel. It just feels moisturized and really nice and dewy and healthy. So I give this an A++. So I am going to repurchase this because I do love it. You know, a lot of facial cleansers, sometimes they can leave your skin feeling dry. This does not, so I'm in love with it. And then once I have cleansed my skin really well, then I will go in with the serum, and I use about a pea size, and I'll just sort of, you know, rub my fingers together, and then I will, you know, pat it all over my face and neck. And I do this twice a day, and I am in love with this product as well. So I recommend both of these highly. I can't say enough good things about them, and like I said, both of them are very low, so I am going to replace these once they're gone. So that is what I use to cleanse my skin. Another thing that I do use to remove water, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell you about this item a little bit later once I get to when we start talking about lips. Okay, so now as far as putting on my makeup, I don't use this every day, but just depending on what I'm doing. If I'm like going, you know, just running to the grocery store or cleaning or, you know, things like that where I'm not really trying to do myself up completely, I don't use it. But when I do, I use this NYX pore filler, and it has a really nice blurring effect. And because I spent so much time in the sun, you know, as a young girl, you know, I have large pores on my, you know, my forehead, between my eyebrows, on my cheeks. So I like to use this, and it does really help to blur out those large pores. So I give this a thumbs up. It's a really good product, and I don't remember what I paid for it. I want to say maybe $14 maybe And it really depends on where you buy it. So I will list everything down below in the description box, and I'll have all the prices and everything for you guys if you're interested. Okay, so talked about that. Now let's talk about foundation. I have always used drugstore products, and again, because I am getting older, I am trying to use, I don't want to say better products, but you know, I don't know. I know there are differences between different products, and sometimes I feel like you get what you pay for, but then again, that's not always the case. But I've always used drugstore products, and there's nothing wrong with them. They suited me fine. But a lot of the foundations that I've used that were drugstore brands, they tended to feel really thick and cakey on my face, and I don't want that. I want my skin to be able to breathe a little bit more. So I decided I was going to go to Ulta and I was going to try something different, something that was, you know, full, you know, at least medium to full coverage, but didn't feel so heavy and cakey on my face. So I decided I was going to try this from Benefit Cosmetics, and it's called Hello Happy, and it's a soft blur foundation, and it's light to medium coverage, and the shade I use is number 3. But I am in love with this product, this foundation. I'm on my 3rd bottle, I believe it's my 3rd bottle, and I absolutely love it. It just goes on so nicely, and it feels so lightweight on my skin, and like I say, it's light to medium coverage, so it does do a really good job of covering my skin. Now usually I only do like 1 application, but you can go in, you know, a second time, but I usually, you know, just one application usually does it for me. So I am totally in love with this product. I got this at Ulta, and it was right around $30, so I do recommend this one. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. So yeah, okay, so, and then as far as putting on foundation, I mean, I remember as a young teenager, I would use my fingers. That's how everybody did it back then. But, you know, I realize now, you know, we have a lot of oil in our skin, especially in our fingers. And so you're doing that with your fingers, you're adding more and more oil to your skin, which to me is not a good idea. So I had a different beauty sponge, but I decided I was going to, you know, fork out the money, and I was going to buy a beauty blender. So I did get this, the original beauty blender, and it's a little bit, it needs cleaned, but I do love this one. And this was at Ulta, it was $20, but so worth it. I love this little pointed tip here. This helps to get, like, you know, in the corners of my eyes and around my nose, and it's just so soft and fluffy, and I love this. I do recommend this. Let me show you just up close. That's what it looks like. I do love it. So I do recommend that one. Okay, so we talked about foundation and the brush. So let's talk eyebrows. I know I'm probably not doing this in the right order, but I guess maybe there is no right order. I have a certain order in which I put my makeup on, so I sort of laid everything out, kind of how I do my makeup. Anyway, so I've been using 2 different products for my eyebrows now because I plucked my eyebrows so much as a young girl. My eyebrows have become so thin and sparse and light. You know, they're light colored anyway. I think they're lighter than they used to be when I was a kid. But so because of that, I have to use some products to help, you know, fill those in and, you know, create a somewhat perfect eyebrow. So what I'm using today is made by E.L.F, and it's just an E.L.F brow pencil, but it has the product, the pencil on one end, and it has the spoolie on the other end, which I absolutely love. It's nice to have these two these 2 things in one pencil. So I've been using this, and this is what I have on my eyebrows today, and this is usually my go-to for when I'm, you know, I just want to get up and get ready and out the door. I use this, and I absolutely love it. And it's only a few dollars, so if you're on a budget and you want a good product, I recommend this one. So it's a real good product. Okay, so but I also I decided that I wanted to try something new also. So I'm sort of back and forth with my eyebrow products, but this is the Maybelline Tattoo Brow Pomade, and I have used this a couple of times. I've only had this a short time, but it comes with the brush. Let me take it out of the packaging. It comes with the brush as well as the spoolie on the other end, and I love this product as well. I'm obsessed with it. I think it does a really good job, and it has staying power. So this is what the brush looks like. So you just dip it in. Let me show you. That's what it looks like. And you just dip this in, and then you just create, you create the outline first, and then you just take and fill it in. I usually, brush my eyebrows up a little bit first. But then, yeah, you just create, your eyebrow outline and then fill it in with this, and it does a really good job, and it is long lasting. So I do recommend this product as well. I absolutely love it. Just the couple of times that I've used it, it does have staying power. So, especially in this heat, you want something that's not going to melt off your face. Lately it's been, almost 100 degrees, so it's nice to have something that has staying power. Okay, now let's talk mascara. I have been using this product for years and years and years, and I have always loved it. I love the formula. It goes on nicely. It's easy to remove. But I've tried other, I wanted to try other brands because I wanted to see if there was something out there that would, build my lashes even more than what this does. This is very buildable, and it's a great formula. And what I love about this, because I have tried other brands, and the other brands, I love their formula, but I didn't like the brush. Some of the brushes are so thick and so big that, they work okay on my upper lashes, but my lower lashes, forget it. I can't get the mascara onto my lower lash line with, with those thick brushes. So I always go back to this one, and I'll tell you why. I personally love the curved brush in this, and by the way, this is Maybelline Great Lash. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. It's been around, forever. And this is the Blackest Black, and again, it's my go-to, but this is why. The curved brush, to me, it makes more sense to have a curved brush because it fits the eye better, and then because the brush is so thin, it allows me to really get into my lower lashes, and I just love this brush. And this is why I always reach for this formula, or reach for this particular one, just because all the others I try just don't cut it. Now again, I love the formula. I'm not knocking any of them. I just like the way this applies. I love the brush, the thickness, the curves. So that's my take on mascara. But the only thing I will say about this is sometimes, and especially in the summer, it's not bad in the winter, but in the summer, and I don't know, it could be because I do have, slightly oily skin in my T-zone, under my eyes, haven't dried out yet, which, that goes along with, with aging and going through menopause and things like that, but I still have oil under my eyes. So sometimes the mascara will, leave little spots, under my eyes, which that's the only thing that I don't like about this, but I don't think it's entirely the product. I think part of it is my skin. So, I really can't knock this. And this is a really good price on this product. It's right around $6. So, you can find this anywhere. But this has always been my go-to just because it's just easier to apply, easier to remove. So, I always come back to it. So, okay, so we've talked about everything except lips. So let me show you this new product that I am loving, absolutely loving. This is L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is the Le Macaron, and the shade is, let me see, it's Framboise Frenzy. So let me show you, and I'm wearing it today, and let me tell you guys, this stuff is long wearing. It has all day staying power, and let me show you the brush. It's got a really cool doe foot applicator, and that's what it looks like. And I am obsessed with this product. It goes on so nicely, and it's supposed to be scented, although I honestly I don't smell anything. I don't know, maybe you'd think I would smell it putting it on. I mean, it doesn't have a bad smell at all. It's, you know, it smells good. But this does go on nicely. Once it dries, it's a little tacky at first, but once it dries down, it really does have all day staying power. So much so that I had to buy a product to remove the lipstick because it does have such good staying power that I had to buy something to remove it. So I was at CVS, I grabbed this bottle of Garnier SkinActive Micellar cleansing water. So I bought this. This little bottle was only around $4, but I had to get something to remove the lip, you know, the liquid lipstick, because it is so, I don't want to say potent, but because it does have such great staying power, it really is a little difficult to get off. And I'm not saying that negatively. I think we all want a lipstick that does stay all day, and I wore this yesterday, and even after eating a couple of times, it still looked perfect on my lips. So I recommend that product. Now that one comes in about eight different shades, but I just picked that particular one. I just thought it was really, really pretty, so I grabbed that one. And as far as the lip liner goes, this is made by Stila, and this is the Stay All Day lip liner, and the shade is Sangria, and this is what it looks like. And I like this because it does go on nicely, and it does match the lip color, the lip color that I got. So yeah, they both have really good staying power. So yeah, that is pretty much it. The two products that I am absolutely obsessed with are the products from No. 7, and as well as the Benefit foundation. I absolutely love it, but the No. 7, I can't say enough good things about the cleansing products. I know they have a whole line of products, and I'm going to try those as well, but you know, for right now, those two are working really, really well for me. I'm so super excited. I absolutely love them. So anyway, I've rambled on long enough. So anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you'll consider smashing that subscription button down below, as well as ringing the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on anything that I upload. So anyway, yeah, that's all I have for today, guys. So I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will leave it there, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.
Give me reasons to doubt, try to keep me down, but I'll put the flame out, you can't get to me. Throw your sticks and your stones, go break all of my bones, you won't ache my soul, you can't.